The rhinoceros is the largest land mammal after elephants. These massive giant horn-bearing herbivores have horned snouts which they mainly use for posturing, defense and stumpy legs. Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary in Nakasongola District measures 70 square kilometers and is the only place in Uganda where the rhinos can be found in their natural habitat. For the last 13 years, the ranch has undertaken to restore the rhino population. The history of rhinos in Uganda is heart-rending as the population made up of two species, the black and the white, suffered a huge blow in the 1970s and 80s due to prolonged civil conflict, heavy poaching for the precious horn and mismanagement of the rhino habitat. This was until Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary was set up.
Then in 2004, the fencing was completed of this sanctuary. The area was ready to receive rhinos, and by 2005, we got 4 rhinos as our first phase here, 2 males and 2 females from Solio Ranch in Kenya. And then a year later, we got a male and a female from Disney Animal Kingdom, Florida, USA. And these rhinos settled well in their new home and they started to breed. In 2009, we got our first calf born from the father in Kenya and mother American. And we had to name this international calf as Obama.
We set off on foot to track the rhinos in the sanctuary that has at least 24 of these animals. Although rhinos are the main attraction at the ranch, leopards, antelopes, bushbacks, warthogs also live here.
This is an antelope, bushback. Yeah, this is its footprint. And here it's a rhino. So when you look at here, this one, this big footprint, this is how rhino footprint looks. A rhino has 3 toes on its hoof. It has these 2 side toes, these small toes on the side, plus 1 big forward toe to make it 3. So always the direction is determined by the forward toe, and this rhino went this direction. And this is how we track in case a rhino goes out of view.
The ranch also accommodates domestic animals like cows from the neighboring communities. After walking for at least 1.5 kilometers, we met a group of tourists who have spotted the rhinos. Two adults and a calf. We follow the rhinos and actually get close to them, but what fascinates us is the calmness they exude as they continue to graze and go about their business without minding the strangers.
These creatures, because of their humongous size, they're quite intimidating, and when they decide to charge at you, you have to really be worried. We have been told that this one that you're seeing right now is called Augusto, a male rhino which is already 9 years old, which is trying to mate with another rhino which is 5 years old, and they were all born here at the sanctuary.
They wallowed in different mud. Some areas have brown mud, some areas have dark mud, more especially the swamp area. So they keep changing their color according to the environment they are living. But the color, their actual color is gray. And these are called white rhinos, not because of the color, just because of the wide lips they have. It was a Dutch word, wit, which means wide, but an Englishman misinterpreted the meaning. He thought the word wheat means white color instead of wide lips. So that's why they are called white rhinos. So after naming these ones white rhinos, those ones had to be named black rhinos to make a difference.
When these 2 rhinos meet each other, the mother has already enhanced her protective instincts, and the male is trying to make contact.
After several minutes of observation, nothing really happens. All the rhinos continue to graze gracefully.
This experience was really amazing to see our full family of rhino very close to us. Very exciting.
A rhino has a lifespan of 40 to 45 years in the wild and 50 years in captivity. Rhinos have a thick skin of about half an inch and a gestation period between 15 to 16 months. Once the rhinos here hit the 13 number mark, Ziwa Sanctuary will distribute them to different game parks and reserves in Uganda.
We don't have any black rhino in the country, even the ones which are at the Uwek Zoo. At the Uwek,
They're all white rhinos.
Yeah, all the southern white rhinos. Rhino Fund Uganda has got a plan of getting them back into the country as well. And if time reaches, we shall also try to get them and breed them, and if we get a good number, start now like distributing them back to their former habitats.
Sohail Mugabe, NTV Green.